So I kind of planned on recording with my glasses on, but the reflection from my light is just all up in there. But I don't have contacts on, obviously, because I'm in glasses, and I didn't want to wear contacts just for this video because I haven't actually been out the house. Well, I have, but I've just been cleaning and doing laundry and stuff, and I only wear contacts when I actually like need to wear them. But we're gonna see how this goes. I might put them on my head, I don't know. Anywho, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is TV in case you're new. And I have recently started this thing on my channel called Fit Fridays, where I just speak about mental health, physical health, confidence, emotional health, well-being, just overall general well-being, be it physical, mental, emotional, whatever. Because I feel like there needs to be more out there. I feel like because okay, physical fitness is always talked about. Oh, you need to be healthy and you need to look a certain way and all this, but it's not exactly the right message, in my opinion. I feel like people take away the wrong message from that kind of thing. I feel like they take away having to look a certain way, having a big butt and a slim waist and yada yada yada. But that's not what this video is about. In my last video I did say I was going to speak about physical fitness because I was starting a new program, but I haven't actually started yet, and in this video I'll explain why. So earlier this week I had my first anxiety attack in 2 years. My last anxiety attack was January 2016, and here we are 2 years later. My anxiety attack 2 years ago was my first ever anxiety attack, actually. And so I think, okay, the one I'm talking about, I think actually maybe my second. And the first one, I just didn't know it was an anxiety attack. So the first one that I think may have been an anxiety attack, but I'm not 100% sure. I had just got the shower and I was walking to my room, and my room and my shower are right next to each other. I was walking to my room and I couldn't breathe. My chest got tight, like I was feeling very faint and dizzy. And I just sat down. That feeling lasted for a good like 5 minutes. And a week or so after that, I was on my way to work and I was walking through the shopping center, and I just remember my chest getting so tight and feeling like I was gonna faint, like I couldn't see properly, my vision was blurry, I couldn't breathe properly, and I knew exactly what was happening. I know I was having a panic attack, but I couldn't stop it. Like, I knew it was happening, but I didn't know it was happening. Like, I didn't understand why my body was reacting the way it was, even though I knew that it was an anxiety attack. And that one lasted for a while. I got to work and I couldn't face anyone. That anxiety attack was probably the most severe I've ever had. So I went to work and I sat on the stairs for like an hour. People walking past me asking if I was okay. I was fine, but people asked if I was okay. And it was so bad that I couldn't be around more than 3 people at one time. If there were more than 3 people in the room with me, it'll start back up again. My chest would start to get tight. I wouldn't be able to breathe, and so on and so forth. I remember sitting in the small warehouse with Sharon, one of the women that I worked with. I actually miss her so much. One of the women I used to work with, and I needed to go to the toilet, and because I couldn't face more than 3 people, the toilet was on the other side of the warehouse. It was a huge warehouse. So the toilet was on the other side, and I had to get her to go check to see how many people were in the stockroom or warehouse so I can go to the toilet on the other side. And she actually walked with me because I literally couldn't face people. I got signed up for work because I couldn't bring myself. If I was around more than 3 people, it would just start all over again. And working in retail, obviously I'd always be around more than 3 people, and it was January sales. It was just after Christmas. It wasn't as bad as Christmas, but it was still pretty up there. And obviously it's just not ideal when working in retail. So I ended up being signed off of work, and when I went back, I would always work in a section that was a lot quieter than the other section. I usually worked in the makeup department, which is funny because I can't do makeup for, I just can't do it. I usually went to the makeup section, but I stayed in the pharmacy section because it was a lot quieter, and that way my anxiety wouldn't play up. And eventually it died down, and that anxiety attack I had when I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant, and thinking back, it could have been a contribution to why I had the anxiety attack. As I said, it was January, and you know, Christmas had passed, whatever, and we had stock take a week or so before my, was it a week? Yeah, about a week or a few days before then, before I had the anxiety attack. And during stock take, I did feel really weak. On stock take, I worked from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. Being an assistant manager, like, you gotta put in them hours, no overtime, like salary, that's your pay, bottom line. And yeah, I ended up working a really long time, and prior to that I had been feeling pretty down anyway, having suffered with depression previously, and that was it. After that, being signed off and going back to work, I would have like minor ones. They weren't very huge. I'd have minor ones and we'd be able to go out a lot, and after that I was fine until Monday. So Monday came and I had a few things to pick up. So I was like, okay, I wasn't really feeling like going out because I was tired and I was irritated, I was frustrated. It was so much, and I didn't really want to go out. I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. I didn't really want to go out, but I was like, I'm gonna force myself to get out the house because, you know, we haven't got the last time we had left the house was Friday. I'll get to why in a minute. The last time we left the house was Friday, and I was like, yeah, I got stuff to do and I might as well just get it done and get out of the way and get a chance at the house. Leave, and within minutes, like 3 to 5 minutes, bang, anxiety attack. I was walking and I was blacking out, which was scary because it's not just me. I have my toddler with me, my son, and I was walking near heavy traffic. I could have easily let go of the pushchair. He ended up in traffic and was on a slope, was going down. So his pushchair I could have easily let go, and he went down onto oncoming traffic. I was walking and my chest got tight, my vision got blurry to a point where I literally started to black out. And I couldn't breathe. It was a hard one. It didn't last very long. It probably lasted like 2 or 3 minutes this time. But it was, I hadn't had one in so long, and I wasn't expecting it. And I had one again after that on my way back home. By this time I was with someone, and she was pushing Chance, and I was walking, and as I'm walking I could just see the cars coming at me. They're not coming at me, they're just going, I'm going this way, the car's going this way. So the cars are coming, going the way that I'm coming from, but it feels like the cars are coming directly at me. And I could feel myself, you know, like when you see cartoons going like this, like I could feel myself doing that. And I was walking, and it didn't get very bad that time. That probably lasted like a minute or so. It didn't get very bad. It was a very light one. My chest did get pretty tight, but it wasn't as bad as the first one or any other one that I've had. I did black out a little bit, but not as much as I did the first one that I had that day. And it's now Thursday. No, it's Wednesday now, and I haven't had one since. Granted, I haven't actually really gone anywhere to have one. I usually have them when I'm out. I did go pick up a few bits today, and we did go out yesterday, just like for a chance to run around with other children his age and stuff, like playgroup in the park or whatever. But that's it. I haven't really had one since. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought I had this under control, but I was lying to myself. I was truly lying to myself. I was lying to myself, but I didn't know I was lying to myself. I only go out during certain times of the day. I do not go out after 2:30, 3 o'clock, because school's finishing, work's finishing, everywhere starts to get packed, it's rush hour, and I can't deal with being around that many people. So I avoid going out at that time. If I'm out at that time already, I will start making my way home. Like last week Thursday, Chance and I did go to a soft play, and we got home about 3:30. We left about 2 something, 2:30, and we got home at 3:30. And I was okay. Like, it wasn't that bad. School usually finishes between 2:30 and like 3:30. I wasn't bad at all. I was perfectly fine. But I can't go out after like 2:30 or 3 o'clock. I usually go out between the hours of like 9:30, 10, and 2. If I don't make it out in that time frame, I just won't go out. And I don't go out on Saturdays at all. Like, I will not leave my house on Saturday. It's just, you know, most people look forward to Saturdays. Like, hey, it's time to turn up. Hey, it's about to be lit. No, not me. I just be like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not going out today. Like, and it's sad. Like, I never really realized how much of a hold my anxiety has on me until this week. The fact that, I think, what time did I go out Monday? It was like 12 or 1. It wasn't even late. Well, late for what I call late, because you know I don't go out at them late hours, like 3 p.m. I'm making a lot of the situation because you have to. But honestly, I didn't realize the strain it was having on me. I don't have very many friends. I literally have like one friend. The same one friend I talk about in every video, Faith. And she lives so far from me, and we don't really get to see each other often. And you know, we're still really good friends, and she does like feel some type of way when we don't get to meet up, and she feels bad sometimes. But I always tell her, don't worry, like, everyone has their life to live, and it's not like she's purposely avoiding me. We just, things happen and we don't always get to see each other. But in my last video, which I'm uploading right now, in my last video, which was the Raw Mom Life tag, there was a question about what's the hardest thing about connecting with other moms, and my answer was my anxiety, because I don't leave my house in order to connect with other moms. How can I make a connection if I'm not there physically? Yes, Twitter, social media, like, that's all great, but that's not any like proper connection. I need something that's gonna push me beyond my boundaries and make me go out and force me to deal with my anxiety. I was speaking to my sister after I had my anxiety attack, and she was telling me ways she deals with hers, and just giving me ideas to think about to deal with my anxiety, and I'm definitely going to put them in place. I'm going to try to leave my house more often on a Saturday. But the thing is, on Saturdays, like I said, school's out, work's out, blah blah blah. Taking Chance out on those Saturday with a stroller or pushchair is just a headache. Oh my gosh, people are so inconsiderate. I'm walking and people will walk in front of me on purpose. Like, I'm not scared to run you over, you know. I don't care. Like, move. You see me and you stepped in my way. Why would you do that? Unless you're stepping out of the way for someone else, there's no reason for you to step in my way. Like, why? Anywho, yeah, I'm thinking about ways to get my anxiety under control, because I truly did not realize the hold it had on me until this week. I've been to my GP about my anxiety times before, but he doesn't want to put me on medication because he feels like I can beat it without it, which I do believe I can. I'm not sure if I said this already, but I do believe I can. And it's gonna be a long, uphill, tough ride. Like, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna get there, because I only started suffering with anxiety 2 years ago. Before then, I never suffered with anxiety. And to make matters worse, I also feel like I suffer from SAD, which is seasonal, what is it? Seasonal something disorder. Basically, when it's not nice outside, I'm not happy. And I do feel that a lot. Like when it's gloomy outside or rainy or gray, I always feel a little more down. I don't know why, but I do. And I feel like that definitely affects me wanting to leave my house as well. And just, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I'm gonna try to overcome it. And you know, that's it. This was a little different to how I usually film my videos, but you know, it is what it is. My anxiety is something that I'm gonna deal with, and I know a lot of people in this world suffer from anxiety. I saw this, my sister tagged me in this video the other day about this girl who did a poem about her anxiety, and when I say that girl was speaking for me, she was speaking for me. Like, if I could find a link to the video, I'll put it in the description, but it truly felt like she was speaking for me, because someone finally understood where I was coming from. And I know so many people deal with depression, anxiety, bipolar. It's so much out there that people deal with, and a lot of times people don't get help, which is why I make these videos to let people know that, you know, it's not just you who are dealing with these things. I know a lot of time mental health can cause you to feel alone in your own head, or just alone in general. And I made this video not just for myself, but to let other people know that other people are going through what you go through, and there is a way to get through it. Whether you end up on medication or not, you're gonna get through it. Sometimes it can seem harder than it actually is, but nothing lasts forever. Trust me, like happiness or sadness, nothing lasts forever, believe me. But that's the end of this video. It's a very long one, I'm so sorry. But I wanted to put that information out there. My next week's Friday, my next Fit Friday hopefully will be physical fitness related. I say hopefully because, once again, getting to the gym is just my anxiety. But I may do like a home thing and probably record clips here and there. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're suffering with any mental health, please see a doctor, a pharmacist, counselor, therapist, anyone who can help. Talk to a friend, something, just to let it out. And subscribe if you haven't. I do Fit Fridays every Friday. I haven't done one in the last 2 weeks, but from this day forward, every Friday will be a Fit Friday. So subscribe, turn on your post notifications as well. Give this a thumbs up to help it reach other people, to help others know that, you know, they're not alone in their struggle with mental health. And until next time.